Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Cold Waters episode number 17, possibly the last episode, as the USS Seawolf. So, I know that we have some submarines to catch. Oh my god, I'm caught. Yet I'm still going to make my way towards Guam, and I think that was not the one that's trying to break out. I think that was one hunting me. I'm gonna go over to Guam because I want to repair my ship first. My boat, I should say. Okay, good. A tired but proud crew sails into port after your highly successful patrol. The grins on your crew's face speaks even more to you than the greetings and enthusiastic handshakes from your superior officers. At this point, the war to date has been 41 days. We, in that time, have remarkably, just almost incredibly, accomplished 14 missions. One of them being land strike, 2 of them being insertions. No capital ships sunk. I don't think that those present themselves very often. I would always love to take an opportunity to sink a capital ship, but I'm not even sure how many are on patrol at a given time. 31 other warships sunk, so escorts. Some even, do we? No, they consider light cruisers, I think. Any cruisers of any kind are probably all capital ships, so they're all destroyers or frigates. 25 submarines, which might be more important, especially as a submarine ourselves. 7 merchants sunk. Not a big deal, that one. I mean, it's not like World War II era where those are hard to sink. So, 240,000 total tons, and considering only 64,000 of that is merchant, it's pretty good. Because this would be highly inflated if we were counting mostly merchant tonnage. I mean, a third of it nearly is submarine tonnage, which is remarkable. So let's just do the repairs, which I think are already done, and then all we need to do is load some moss. Just take 4, and I'll take 1 more. And that's all I want to do. So, review the orders while we can. Ready to sail from Qingdao. Next few days. Okay, well this is I believe the Typhoon in the 84 campaign in Northern Europe is the ultimate prize, the last mission. So I believe this could be also that same thing. Okay, that's probably it right there. Don't lose it. Okay, it's probably right here. Let's go, there she is. And we are going to catch her. Just in time I slowed down. New sonar contact, bearing 273. The funny thing is you can actually choose this to close to a certain distance. I've never, I can't say never. I may have used this option once or twice when I was very new to the game. Ever since then I always thought, okay, it's better not to close in, but I was thinking about it a little bit off camera. And it might, oh my god, we have to switch some things. It might be better to actually use, that looks good. It might actually be better to use this against targets which we need to be close to. So I'm going to close to 15,000 yards, which should put me close enough to detect them. Okay, this is a little bit dangerous, but we're going to do that. And no surface stuff, no anything. Let me reduce my in-game volume. I mean my, not in-game volume, but my personal volume. Shouldn't affect you guys at all. And there she is. Probably this is the contact. Yep, there it is. Okay, we have Sierra 2, who is probably also a submarine. Ooh. Ooh. We have Nakula.
Con sonar Sierra 2
okay,
is classified as
that's a bit of work right there.
Submarine.
Sierra 3. Not quite an Nakula. Oh my gosh, we have the Yasin.
Sierra 3, last bearing 28.
Okay, this is wow. Incredible.
Come left 2.
Let's come left to nose on with the Zia or Chia. So that our towed array is liberated, and we'll have a chance to hopefully pick up that Sierra 3 again. Well, this is it. This is definitely like an endgame type situation. We will not be holding back. We will be launching Moss after Moss.
Con sonar regained contact.
Okay, there's
on
the Yasin.
Sierra
Let's
3,
get her identified very
bearing
quickly.
289. Con sonar Sierra.
That
3
is terrifying. This is
classified
the
as
Russians, for
submerged
those of you who don't know.
submarine.
This is the basically the equivalent of the Seawolf for the Soviets. I mean, they aren't Soviets anymore, for the Russians. So it's a pretty potent submarine. Now, we're not going to get very good TMA, target motion analysis, from going nose on with the Zia, so I'm going to keep turning, which will give the Yasin our broadside, but hey, we're mostly worried about staying side. Oh my god, this Akula is apparently very close.
Come left 2.
So let's not forget about that. I don't think that reducing our speed much will help. And since she's heading away from us, we should be able to get into her
Come left 2.
blind spot,
Helm I.
into her baffles, and launch from there. So this is what I plan to do now. Immediately I have a plan. We'll move until we're in the baffles of the Akula. We'll launch from there, and we'll have to launch at the Zia at the same time, and launch the Moss, and we'll probably also launch at the Yasin just to make everything even. Everyone's, let's actually maintain this current, it's not the current, but let's drop down just to like 300, so that we don't cavitate. Well, we're going to cavitate immediately upon going flank speed. And it looks like,
Come right 2. 4.
so
5,
toe to
Helm
the
I.
Akula. No need to worry about the Zia. The Yasin, also problematic. And the Akula is unfortunately turning our way. It's not going to make things any better.
Come right 2.
I mean, the Zia is our mission objective, so we really got to think about that first. This is the one carrying the nuclear ordnance, so it's priority number 1. Even if we go down having sunk the Zia, we can call our mission complete. Oh, she's speeding up. That should actually make her unable to hear us. They're doing the old sprint adrift. Yeah, but she's coming this way as well, which is not ideal.
Helm. Steady course.
What's distance to target? 7,000 yards. Enough time for us to take evasive action.
Con sonar new contact.
Oh my god,
2.
it's getting worse.
Dive at 30.
Excuse me. I'm actually sick. Trying to get over a cold. Oh, what is it? Another Akula.
Con sonar.
Well, this is a
Sierra
fun
4
day.
Is classified as submerged submarine.
Where are you at? Everyone's sitting nice and close to the surface at least. Okay, we'll just have to keep cycling through. I wish I could like ask for... Oh god. Sierra 4 is actually capable of hearing me, as is. Is she like just really
Come
close?
left
I think
2,
we're gonna have to
2,
prepare to
5,
launch.
4. Helm I.
We don't have a very good solution because I haven't given my analysts a very good range of bearings. We haven't been traveling laterally from the Zia to be able to really locate, like, we're hearing this noise from here, then we're hearing it from here. Like, what does that mean? We don't really have a... Like, we don't really have a good profile of what she might be doing. Okay. This one's further back than we thought, I guess, so she's not as big of a threat.
Come right 2. 2, 6, 4. Helm I.
Supposedly that... Oh my gosh, there's the Akula. Look at that. I don't think she's nearly as pretty. I actually find this design kind of ugly. This toe-to-ray type stuff I find ugly as well. But let's pay attention to what matters more, which is... Okay, the Zia is pretty close. The detection profile. Alright, so we literally don't have We have enough targets that I need to launch 8 torpedoes. I think we'll send 2 at everybody except for the Zia. We'll expect that 1 sinks her. What's her tonnage? 8,000. Surprisingly, it's actually less than the other ones. So 2 for everyone except for the Zia, who gets 1. I don't know if our first one should be a Moss or not. We have a lot of divvying up to do. I'm going to want these to go active fairly quickly. Let's just look through. Everyone is more or less at my depth, so we won't worry about... We're basically just going to let these go active immediately and pray for the best. Okay. So this is not going to be... Oh, we can't wait really much longer. I mean, I don't have the best idea. Can't really wrap my mind around the best tactical solution here. Unless it would be, if possible, to let the Zia and everyone else pass us. And then we'd be in the baffles of a lot of them at the same time. Doesn't seem like a bad idea, but Zyasin's going to detect us before that, I'm pretty sure. So we'll have to just deal with the consequences. We don't want to be the second one firing because that means our accuracy will go way down. So, let's get this show on the road. Knock on wood, here we go. This is going to be a really fun battle. So we're going to launch 2 here. One there. This is here 4. Kind of want to look at the Zia before we... she's kind of ugly. Ugly, but I guess capable. Pretty noisy. You can tell the other ones, 105, 110, very, very quiet. I believe the Seawolf actually is rated for like 90 decibels. I mean, who knows? The official is probably not known. And there's the Asin. She's actually cavitating for a moment there. So she's... 2 of them have got us down to 0. We'll probably be detected very soon. As I said, we're going to have to go ahead and launch. Let's get this day started. Alright. Again, we're going to want 2 torpedoes per, and we're going to want... Not active, but we're going to want... oh yeah, them to go active very quickly. Okay, so...
From Sierra 1. Aye, sir. Con sonar, launch transient from Sierra 3. Con sonar, launch transient from Sierra 4. Shoot 26. Con sonar, launch transient from Sierra 4. Shoot 28. Aye, sir. Shoot 27.
Alright, crash dive.
Make turns. Con sonar, we are cavitating. Con fire control, we've lost the wire.
Here we go. Let's see how that is all playing out. Got one hot on our heels. We'll turn into that one.
Sierra 4, last bearing 237. Passing 400 feet. Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
No, continue to crash dive.
500 feet. Passing 600 feet.
So far, so good.
Passing 700 feet.
One of those should have activated by now.
Feet. Passing 900 feet.
Alright, level off at...
Passing 1,000 feet.
Can't even get there fast enough. 1,500 is fine.
Feet. Make depth 16. Make turns for 20 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh, we got a hit! And the Zia's down.
Con sonar, noisemaker.
Fantastic.
Con maneuvering, making turns.
Oh yeah, good hit.
0 knots.
So the main objective is done. Now it's just about surviving. We got the Akula. She was just hit. Fantastic.
Noisemaker bearing 343.
Let's start reloading. So far, so good. We have an Akula. Let's slow down. Okay, actually we have a Yasin who's still being chased. Prepare to fire. Tube 1 at the Yasin.
1600 dive aye. Come right to 322. Helm aye. Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 347.
Those have wildly missed their mark, I would say. We have 2 torpedoes en route. I don't know if they have anything though. So that Akula's at large. We'll wait for the noisemakers to determine what's going on.
Contact on. Con sonar. Torpedo in the
Oh
water.
god.
Torpedo in the water. Bearing 220.
Okay, yeah, well, they still know where we are. Actually, the torpedo lost us.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 4. Last bearing 235. Contact breaking up.
Oh! We got the Akula! She was at the surface. Wow, I guess one single...
Noisemaker bearing 34.
Holy cow, one single shot to the nose was enough to just blow her. And that is a bad place to take a hit, right at the nose. You move forward at all, you just increase your flooding. Okay, so how are we doing? I think that might have been the torpedo guided by the Akula, and
Come left 2 3.
let's go on with this Yasin.
High.
Oh! She's still alive! Oh, okay. We're still alive, but we are being pursued. And we need to get one in after this.
Con, torpedo room, 2-1 ready.
Yasin. Alright. Make your heading.
Come right 0.
Okay, Yasin's cavitating. Where is she, though? We're definitely being pursued at this point by a torpedo from where? Ah.
Con, helm.
Ah.
Course.
Wow. They got him deep. Got one above us. Jeez, they're all over the place. Okay, so we do have one we have to avoid here. Let's make a knuckle. And make our turn the other way.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 3-5 knots.
Huh. There she is. Well, I believe that we can get into her baffles.
Con, torpedo room, 2-2 ready. Con, knuckle formed.
Okay, stop. Actually, we need to stay the course here. We're going way too fast to get what we want to get done here, but obviously this thing is actually still being pursued. Very interesting. Wait, I'm moving into a torpedo.
Con, knuckle formed.
It's being pursued still by one of mine, I think. No! Yasin got picked up by one of its own. Oh, that is hilarious. Yeah, that's right. The Yasin has eluded one of mine and took one in.
Con, knuckle
Pay attention
formed.
here. Okay, that's the knuckle I wanted. And I think I'll deploy a noisemaker when this thing's coming back around. Right about now. She's actually going to take it though.
Con, torpedo room, tube 8 ready. Passing 1,600 feet.
Can't tell if I want to go into her or not.
Passing 1,500 feet.
Just want to climb.
Passing 1,400 feet. Passing 1,300 feet. Con, knuckle formed. Passing 1,200 feet. Passing 1,100 feet. Passing 1,000 feet. Passing
Con, sonar, torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 024.
024, that's the one in front of me.
700 feet.
That's okay. We can do this. Okay. Give me a hard knuckle.
Con, knuckle formed.
Wasn't good. Why am I doing it this way? I have no idea.
Passing 700 feet. Passing 800 feet.
Okay.
Passing 900 feet. Passing 1,000 feet. Passing 1,100 feet.
Somebody has reacquired.
Passing 1,200 feet. Con, knuckle formed. Passing
It's a nice knuckle,
1,300
right
feet.
when they were reacquiring.
Passing 1,400 feet. Passing 1,500 feet.
Sheer depth, I don't know how she's making it down here. Her depth is not obviously going to be reduced.
Passing 1,600 feet.
Okay, alright, come up. I don't know where the torpedo is. Okay,
Con, knuckle formed.
can buy me a little bit of time. Which one is acquiring though? Okay.
Con, knuckle formed.
Alright. Climb.
Rig ship
Give
for
me
ultra
ultra quiet. Prepare to launch torpedoes.
Passing 1,500 feet.
We're blind to her. All back emergency.
Make turns for 0 knots. Maneuvering eye.
Prepare to launch. And launch.
Maneuvering. Making turns for 5 knots. Con sonar. Noisemaker bearing 276. Make turns. Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering eye. Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
It's got her. It's got her.
Con,
We did it!
maneuvering, making turns for 5 knots.
Alright, back emergency.
Make turns for 0 knots.
Make our depth
Maneuvering eye.
1,000.
Make depth
We did it.
1,000
Holy cow.
feet. Dive by.
Well, that was definitely not by the book. But what can I say? It's done. Whew. Well, I don't even know what to say. That was... I did back emergency just in case this thing was falling on us, but we're actually
Rig
okay.
ship for ultra quiet.
I think we ought to go active here. Everyone around us will know where we are anyway. Just make sure there's nothing else.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for
I
5
don't know if
knots.
active would be better than passive at this point, but we'll have both technically available to us. And there's the Lady Asin. Did two hit in the same spot? I think they did. That is brutal. Well, rest in peace. So that was quite a little battle there.
Con,
I feel bad that I had to do that whole thing while sick. I mean, like, my voice was not performing as well as I would have liked it to. But that was I would say that was well done. I mean, I was playing around with the Yasin a little bit, playing with my food before I ate it. But I just thought we would just go toe-to-toe with her and see how it all went. 105. So I don't know what the Seawolf is rated for in this game. As I said, I think I've seen references to it being like 90. But then I've also seen the references to the Los Angeles being like 110. Is that the same as the Akula? That could be right. So the Yasin being 105 means it's actually significantly more noisy than either the Seawolf, and I believe the Virginia is just as quiet. Well, that was a hell of a ride. And as she settles to the bottom, we'll make our depth 600. And I don't believe that anything else is this. I mean, you gotta think that no other fleet, I mean, not that we know of at least, no other submarines went this far east. They were really pushing, like, almost southeast of Japan. It was not, obviously the Chinese were really restricting their operations to stuff which was much closer to the homeland. You know, to defend those contested territories. So, yeah, I guess we'll close this one off. Yeah, I guess so. So let's go ahead and leave combat. Sunk, 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 sunk. Very good. Excellent job on intercepting and destroying this high priority target. New orders to be transmitted on the downlink. So it doesn't look like it's the end. The Secretary of Navy takes pleasure in awarding the Legion of Merit Medal to Commander Tortuga Power. 4. Exceptional and consistently outstanding service as commanding officer throughout numerous patrols during a time of war. His leadership and tactical skills ensured success in his numerous duties and reflect great credit upon himself and the United States Naval Service. Wow. That's an honor. It is an honor. V-Day, okay, so I guess that is it. I think it's fair enough to read this one out. The immediate threat of nuclear war looks to have faded as the U.S. triumphantly announced that the Chinese nuclear deterrent had been neutralized by precision missile strikes. I guess missile strikes, they mean torpedoes. Deprived of their strategic leverage, the Chinese had no choice but to acquiesce to the U.S. terms during the peace talks, a direct result of their weak position in the Western Pacific. The war's outcome has triggered a massive economic collapse and a move towards isolationism. Political analysts predict that the U.S. victory could lead to a strengthening of the American-led security order in the Pacific as Beijing once again looks inward, reaffirming the United States of America as the dominant power in the region for decades to come. Huh. I guess this is really it. This is the wrap-up page for us. We weren't awarded. I mean, I guess that as far as medals go, we did very well for ourselves. Not that that's something I was shooting for, but I already mentioned it. Tonnage. I mean, look at the submarine tonnage by the end of that one. That was another 40,000 we added to that last battle. So 120,000 tons of submarines. Well, it's only 2 typhoons, or maybe it's 3 typhoons, but still, it's a lot. I mean, think about it. In Rule the Waves, for those of you who are familiar with the game I play, it's probably the biggest game I play on my channel. Not in terms of popularity, but in terms of the game I play the most of. We're designing endgame dreadnoughts at 52,000, and I essentially with this submarine have sunk 2 of those plus change. I mean, I guess total we've sunk almost 6 of them. So really quite a successful campaign. Upon returning home, you are hailed as a war hero, receiving requests for interviews and numerous other public appearances. Negotiations between China and the Allies have made steady progress, and at last there is hope for sustainable peace in the South China Sea region. Well, very good. A few comments. First of all, thanks for all your comments. I'm really happy that people were sticking with it. I hope that it was rewarding in the end. It was enjoyable. I still want to play like another Seawolf campaign maybe sometime in the future where I don't take a single hit. I feel like I've learned a lot in this campaign. I've been getting good advice from real submariners, so that's always great. Other things I can talk about, well, first of all, I will be doing another series on this in the 1968 campaign. Actually, because you've made it this far into a series, usually, oh, by the way, Charlie FPS Chasley Murphy, he has a channel on Dangerous Waters, which was a game I just purchased over the Christmas Steam sale. Extremely realistic. I'm not sure if I'll play it. It's so realistic, but I want to at least learn it and give it a shot. Maybe I'll put it on the channel. Anyway, I wanted to say, what was I going to say? Oh, that yeah, there will be a follow-up campaign in the 1968 theater, which is in 1968 time frame, which is in the Northern Europe theater, and it'll be well, I'll let the series determine the submarine itself, but it's actually because I will be very, very, very busy the next 2 weeks. We're expecting, basically, so we'll have another addition to the family, which is many nights of total lack of sleep and a lot of busy work. So if I'm able to record, it'll be a godsend, but probably I was at least planning not to do any recordings, and then for that reason I recorded this 1968 campaign ahead of time. So it's actually already in progress as I'm saying this now, even though I'm just finishing the other one. I was switching between the two. So anyways, that's it. That's all I have to say about that. Other people, if you're interested in watching Cold Waters, you can definitely look at Battle Group Gamer. He's kind of an unknown, but he plays Rule the Waves. He's a member of the Discord. yeah, I would say he's a close ally to the channel. You can also look at Jive Turkey, which if you are watching Cold Waters content, you haven't heard of him, then you're crazy. I don't know what you're doing. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up before I have to blow my nose on camera, because that's always awkward. So as I always say, if since you made it to the last video in a series, I always take extra special care to read the comments very carefully and take them very seriously. Oh, you can get pretty close to the mines. Okay, so Blinson, Battle Group Gamer was telling me about that. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. So thanks for watching. If you have any comments, recommendations for future series, please let me know. Be happy to hear them. That's how I found out about Cold Waters, I think. It might have been. I'm not sure if somebody recommended it to me or if I just knew about it because somebody recommended Atlantic Fleet, which was the first Killerfish game. And Killerfish Games really supported this game beyond its initial release, and tip of the hat to them, I should always say. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm glad you made it to the end of the series. Hope you enjoyed it. And until the next series or video or wherever we catch each other next, take care.